Welcome to this month's episode of Secrets Men's Beauty Business, where I will be talking about skincare. Now, 6 minutes is not a very long time to cram this much information about such a vast topic, so I've decided to split it into four sections. Today will be about cleansing or exfoliating. The following will be about treating or correcting skin issues, followed by moisturizing or hydrating, and we'll finish in the fourth segment with protecting sunscreen. So let's start about discussing how the skin functions. So the outermost layer of your face or your body is the epidermis. The epidermis is a layer that is constantly turning around, where new skin cells are produced at the bottom of the epidermis and make their way slowly to the surface, where they slough off. So there is a constant rotation which happens more quickly in a younger age, and this process of renewal tends to become sluggish as we get older. It's also an epidermis is thicker in an oilier skin because the oil or the sebum that your skin produces acts a bit like a glue, keeping the dead skin cells stuck to the surface, and also tend to accumulate inside the pores, causing more blackheads, clogging, and problem with pimples. So why do we cleanse? Why do we exfoliate? Well, we want to just get rid of the surface debris accumulated throughout the daytime, especially if you work as a tradesperson in dusty environment, have plaster dust, paint, concrete dust, just general dirt stuck to the surface. You want to get rid of that so it doesn't accumulate inside the pores. Now, it's nice to cleanse, but you don't also want to strip the natural oils that are precious to the skin, because they keep the moisture in. They trap the moisture in by coating the surface with sebum. So you want to cleanse thoroughly the debris whilst not stripping the skin away from its natural lipids that are precious. So a happy medium is desirable. So hence, why not using just the plain old soap to wash your face? Well, soap is designed as a substance to dissolve oils a bit too thoroughly. So if after cleansing your face you have that tight, squeaky clean feeling, then your skin has been stripped of its precious oils. You want to have a feeling of freshness, but somewhat clammy feeling afterwards, rather than a feeling of things, having the necessity to apply moisturizer straight after because you're feeling a bit too dry and tight. Hence why the gel form or the lotions, cream cleansers are desirable, preferable to a bar soap or something more detergent. Now, exfoliating can be done mechanically with the use of a scrub, which is just a form of abrasive. So it can be in the form of a crushed kernel or a powder of a nut. It can be even plastic beads, like polyurethane beads. So obviously these can be beneficial for the skin because they're really round surface, but they're a bit of an environmental disaster because they just wash off in the waterways. I'm not a big fan of mechanical scrubs. In my experience, people tend to go a little bit too vigorously with them. It's hard to know how to have good measure and to just do it enough. I find people rub too much, like to get that polishing off feeling, but you end up just irritating the skin, causing more trauma, more damage than benefit. So I'm a big fan of chemical exfoliation in the form of fruit acids. So you have the two categories, the AHAs, which are really well known, so lactic acid and glycolic acid. So they will just dissolve the glue that keeps the dead skin cells stuck to the surface and allow them to fall off more easily without mechanical action. So it's a good way to integrate in your cleanser with glycolic or lactic acid on a daily basis, so that the exfoliation happens just to assist that shedding of the old stuff, so that the fresher skin underneath is more visible. For oilier, pore clogging, acne-prone skins, BHAs are preferable. So BHA is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is oil soluble, so it will do a better job at penetrating the plugs or the blackheads, dissolving them, allowing them to come off, and freeing the sebaceous gland from flowing its content onto the surface. Yet they can be a little irritating. So if your skin is just normal or on the drier, thinner side, lactic and glycolic acid are preferable. If you have an oilier, thicker, coarser skin texture, then reach out for the salicylic acid. You can also get those exfoliation done once in a while, professionally, using those same acids that are put in skincare, but that are in the form of a chemical peel assisted with a professional. So instead of using 10-15% of those acids, then the concentration can be 20, 30, 40, 50, even 60%. Not for the faint-hearted. It's got to be done professionally. The amount of time that these acids are left on the skin is very important, and they need to be neutralized after. So there you go. Cleansing, exfoliating, important, especially in preparation for the next segment, which is the correcting using serums. You want to get rid of the surface barrier so that your active ingredients penetrate better into the deep layers of your skin. So next month, you'll know more about this.